Hello, hello, hello. This is nighttime with Yami and Kane. This is drive-through edition of the Bunker 21 podcast. I don't know. Let's get into it. Coronavirus has started to make me hate people.
So I fingered my ass recently.
What? Okay. All right. Blah, blah.
Okay. Before we say this, you know how like sometimes you'll wipe your ass with toilet paper, obviously. I hope I'm not offending the people out there who don't actually have toilet paper.
That's not the thing that's going to be offensive.
Okay. I don't give a fuck about those people. I had one of those moments where I was wiping my ass and then my finger sort of slipped right through the fucking tissue paper, and I gave myself a good maybe 2 digits of my middle finger just rammed right through my ass. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm not gay, but it didn't feel bad. But carrying on, coronavirus, yes. Coronavirus. Did you
so thousands have died across the country.
You seem so gobsmacked. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go on for too much longer. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, coronavirus has made me kind of hatred of other people. I think that's like, there's no grammar in the sentences that I'm saying right now, but I'm tripping over myself. You know what I mean, right? I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yami, wait, how is it in... Do you want to
say...
Where
I live? Where I live?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say exactly where I live, of course, but I do live in the greatest state in the world. The greatest state in America.
Illinois?
California. California.
Oh, okay.
California is the best state. Don't at me. Everyone knows
Sure.
that's completely true. But currently in California, it's obviously, since we are the most populous state in the country, and people, with the whole riots and stuff, as well as young people not necessarily giving a fuck about the coronavirus.
Yep.
Cases have risen tremendously. Not just in California though. In Texas, Arizona, and Arizona, and I read a headline where it said that Texas, Arizona,
Florida's
and Florida,
getting bad too. Florida's
we're the hot spots at the moment. What about you? Let's look at there.
Where I am, so I live in Illinois. It's definitely increasing. That's definitely happening. Mm-hmm. But like also, and I'm not sure if you do this, but sometimes I like go out and I sort of like people watch a little bit, because like, I live in like a little like slightly densely populated place.
Yeah.
And so I go out and like, people are like outside, no masks, just at restaurants.
I hate people.
Bookstores and stuff. Doesn't make any sense. We're not out of it. We're not out of the first wave. With a thing like this, there's likely to be the second wave. It's like you're on the Titanic and you've just barely like gotten things ready, and then someone like pulls out like an anchors. I don't even know boats. I can't even talk about it.
It's like if you were on the Titanic, it broke, obviously, and then you found yourself on that. It broke.
Captain, what's wrong? I don't know. My ship broke. Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, there's like nothing good. Yeah, so it's like if the Titanic broke. I'm talking about it as if it's some fucking toy and not like a 300-ton metal ship. But it's like if the fucking thing breaks and you find yourself amidst amidst all the carnage, the leftover carnage, the wreckage, and you find like this floating piece of wood, and you find yourself on it, you're like, oh my god, I'm free, and you just let go of the fucking piece of wood and you start sinking. That's what it's like.
Sure.
That's what the coronavirus situation looks like.
That works. I mean, ultimately what we're trying to say is that we're not even done going through the first thing.
No, we're not.
No,
Absolutely
not at all. One thing that's really funny about California, so you know how Silicon Valley is. You obviously know that. So I follow a bunch of Silicon Valley people on Twitter. It's like, I love, the whole industry. It's
you fucking
very cool.
nerd.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a cool ecosystem, right? Like cool thinkers and whatever. So these guys, they were all bragging in the early stages about how like California wasn't really getting the coronavirus because like
Oh, that's
they were
rich.
smarter. They were smarter than other states. That's what they were saying. So like some startup people were like, because we don't underestimate China as like a rival, and so we don't actually like, we think that it's gonna like, affect us. So we're gonna be like ultra precautious. Like they were giving out all these examples of about like how great and enlightened they were. And listen, I'm not saying that like I feel vindicated by these cases going up. Because that's terrible.
Oh
That's a
my
terrible
God.
thing to say. That's a terrible thing to
Okay,
say.
hey,
And I'm not saying
here's the
that at
thing
all.
though. Here's the thing though. The
But,
people who say that, the people who said we don't underestimate China as a real as a non-existent threat. They're the same people whose companies are like 90% of their companies are owned by China. So they're kind of forced to fucking say that regardless, because if they say anything bad,
and like it's an interesting point. I mean, like, because their ultimate point was that a lot of other people in other states were going like, it's a thing in China. They see China as like a third world country, and so it's like, how could that ever affect my country? But it did.
Have you ever heard of globalization? Have you ever heard of airplane travel? You fucking dimwits. You fucking dumbass you fucking dumb cunts. Like, what the fuck?
Can we... This is a legitimate question. Can we get a shirt that just says, have you heard of airplane travel, dimwits? It doesn't...
Oh my God.
Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
I hate people,
I don't
man.
know.
I'm beyond.
I just
hate people.
I saw a news article that said that like Chinese scientists may have found a new flu outbreak that's like in pigs. So not bats this time.
I thought you were going to talk about the Chinese scientist who got murdered, and I was about to say, did you hear about that?
I did not hear about that. What is
There
that?
was a Chinese scientist who apparently was one of the forefront scientists, who were one of the forefront researchers on trying to find a cure for the coronavirus.
Oh,
and a lot of people and people were talking about how this person could have been one of the key like leaders and sort of the key figures
as in he would have
that
like,
we needed to figure out the treatment, and he got killed. And here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan. Oh, well, no, that's a lot. I don't really believe in conspiracy theories. But when I heard that he got killed, I was like, well, that's so fucking convenient.
Your mind jumps immediately there. Absolutely. No.
Yeah, because I'm a cynic. I'm a crazy bastard. I mean,
wait a second. Wait, it didn't say who he was killed by, right?
He was killed. He was killed by another Chinese dude, apparently.
Well, I'd imagine that would be true, considering he was in China.
I don't think he was in China, though.
He wasn't in China?
I don't think he was. No, he was.
Why was he in China?
I'm pretty sure he was a researcher. He was a Chinese man, but he was a Chinese. He was a Chinese. Okay, so obviously he was from China, but he was researching in America.
Oh, so he was a researcher in America that just happened to be Chinese, or he was like a Chinese government researcher in America?
No. Chinese researcher murdered.
Wait, so then the conspiracy theory doesn't really work, right? Because he's just an independent.
Sorry, let me say this. His name was Bing Liu. This is coming from BBC. Chinese-born professor dies in U.S. murder-suicide. Wow.
What? Okay, so that
Bing Liu, a 37-year-old assistant professor at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, was found dead in his house on Saturday. Colleagues said that he was close to, quote, making significant findings on his studies of COVID-19, sparking online speculation it was an assassination.
Okay, I don't want to entertain conspiracy theories too much, just out of my primal fear of getting involved in them, because I don't want someone to be like, he knows too much. But like, that's...
What do you mean he knows too much? I'm reading this from an article.
37's too young, though. I feel really sorry for him.
It's terrible. But here's my question to you.
Wow, empathy.
Here's the thing. I've hated people. I've said this like this is the third time I've said this. I hate people. Never really liked people in general. I don't know why I'm friends with you to begin with, to be honest with you. That's
a stretch, but yeah.
That's a stretch. But this coronavirus situation has made me hate people even more. Just the way that people carry themselves, not just like their personalities, but the way they dress. Yes, I'm completely shitting on people on how they dress. How about you? Has this coronavirus changed the way you've viewed people?
Know. Wait, what are you talking about at the dressing thing? I don't understand this.
People dress like slobs.
Oh, dude, so we went to the same high school, right? And so that like has beaten into me this like weird like sense of just I wake up every single day and I wake up really late, right? You have actual things. Well, I still accomplish things, but like I do them in like an hour or so and then I'm kind of done. But like I wake up at like 2 p.m. and then I'll like wear a dress shirt and like dress pants. And, like, I'm ready for my day in the house. Like, that's it.
Why would you wear dress pants?
So the dress shirt is fine.
No, here's the thing. I've seen you wear dress shirts all the time. That's basically a core part of your personality now.
That's not true.
If you're not wearing
I'm one of those people who actually like has a personality. Like that's kind of like my personality is my personality.
No. I'm not. I'm saying that I've seen you wear. I've never seen you not wear a collared shirt before.
Whoa, wait. I want to stick to this personality thing for a second.
No.
Like people being their personality as like other objects, that's like a jock, right? Like that's like an empty-minded kind of like idiot, right?
Oh, come on.
Not me. I'm not like a company man.
Why are you getting so like worked up about this?
Like my humor is my personality. My like ideas are my personality. My attributes, my feelings, my like. How dare you reduce me to like?
I'm not.
Just
I'm
like
saying
an intellectual fashion sense.
I'm saying it's a big part of your personality.
It's not though.
No, it's because it implies it means that you're well dressed.
Wait a second.
Actually no. That's a fucking lie. I've seen you with a collared shirt and wear sweatpants at the same time.
I did that like once, and that was
I
tried it.
It was. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that. I was like, Kane, what the fuck?
The thing about it is that like
what the hell?
I'm a fashionista. I set trends, right? And that was a trend that never caught on.
What?
Wait, hold on.
What?
That was just a trend that just happened to not catch on. But I set trends all the time.
Is it really a trend though if you're the only one doing it?
That should be a shirt. That should be a real shirt. Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Oh my god.
I have to say, I feel like a shirt with sweatpants is like... I feel like I've actually seen that outfit before, though. Like, I think it's something that, like, Indian people wear. I don't know.
But here's the thing.
Like, old Asian people? Do they do that?
Speaking of old Asian people... When I talk about how I hate
I don't even know that.
There's no connection. There's no connection whatsoever.
You asked me a question. You asked me a real question about the thing about what is this whole coronavirus thing made me think of people bad. Yeah. I am very mad at the people, and now I'm very sad that like it's very likely that I don't know. I mean, I like being at home. I like my family and everything. They're all great, but I was supposed to be in college for at least 3 months. I kind of like that place. That was annoying. So, I don't know. Yeah, they gotta, this is truly, like, if aliens came, right, and there was, like, a real thing that, like this is real, right? But the fatality rate isn't so high that it's, like, species devastation, Like, it's not at that level. Yeah. But like if aliens came to like our planet, we'd be done. We'd be done because it would just be like, hey, we can't even coordinate staying at home. You know how lazy Americans are? Like we're now more rebellious than we are lazy. And that's like confusing. It's so confusing because now you can't make a fat joke about an American. You have to make a joke about like how Americans are just like, they just don't do what they're told, even though, like, if what they're told is, like, good for them.
I've never been so disappointed in my country, in the people living in it, This is why I hate people.
Not my country, because I don't want to, come off as unpatriotic, but like the people that just
No,
decide.
wait, hold up. Why is that being unpatriotic? You're
No,
It's perfectly fine to criticize your.
Oh, dude, that would be a good topic someday.
If you love your
Yeah,
country,
you're right.
you are willing to criticize its faults.
True, but what I want to say is that like the people that are staying inside, great, and like there are a lot of people that have shown real mettle and real like real great attributes in this whole like in the Black Lives Matter movement that's been like going on and stuff, like other things that have been happening. There have been good people, but like the people outside with their guns and going around going like we want our freedom to eat at like Chick-fil-A or something. It's like just stop.
But what are
please.
they? It's nothing stopping them from eating Chick-fil-A though. You can just get it through drive-throughs.
Yeah, and honestly,
Like
dude,
what the fuck?
before this, restaurants weren't even doing that well. People weren't even missing. It's like all these people that miss Vine. You know the app Vine?
Yeah.
It's like the reason why Vine closed was because no one was using it at the end of the day. Like at the end, people were just leaving it.
Really?
It's like it's a weird thing that happens where like after something, it's like you know how you see a lot of people that are like, man, I wish Vine was back. I wish like that came back and stuff. But it's like no one like at the end period of it, people were just kind of done with the app. They were just done with it. So like,
is that actually true? The traffic
yeah. That's the reason
fell?
why.
The traffic just fell? I thought Vine was very popular.
It didn't fall, but it was like it was too small to
okay.
I don't know what's the word for it, to warrant continuation, continuation. But yeah, like people are missing restaurants, and people have this weird thing for restaurants, but like they didn't have this before. It's not like we were supporting restaurants insanely. Delivery was up anyway. But like suddenly the pandemic hits and people are like, oh, the lost long gone days when I could, sit upon my cafe and drink tea and look upon the hills. And it's like, man, you suck. You're killing people by like going to a Starbucks. It's weird.
I think the unfortunate truth is, see, here's the thing. If you want, like, I don't understand people. I really don't. I really fucking don't. You're staying inside to protect your fellow person. Because there are people out there who genuinely their bodies cannot fight the fucking thing. You are helping them by staying inside.
Yeah, you know what's disgusting? Yeah, that's the most disgusting part about it.
And you know what the most depressing realization that I've had is? Because of this whole shit that's going on, people are going to die. And since it's a fucked up realization to have, but people have started to accept the fact that people are going to die, and they just don't care.
They just go, yeah. God.
That's so fucked up. Oh my God, think about that. People are content with the death of their fellow citizens.
It's...
Oh, that's fucked.
I don't even know how to deal with
that's
it.
fucked. That's fucked.
Oh,
that's such...
I don't like it.
Imagine if you are a country that has evolved. If you are a country and if you are a citizen of a country...
No, here's the thing. Here's a point that I kind of want to make, actually.
What?
And I think
What's up?
You'll probably agree with it. Is that, like... I don't know what your opinion on gun control is, right?
Wait, what's gun control have to do with the coronavirus?
So all these sort of like gun-toting like manics and everything, all these people that like really, really care about their right to like have a gun and everything. Not that that's wrong in theory, but like they're sort of, whenever they're asked like, whenever like the gun lobby is asked like, why then, how do you justify like a school shooter, right? It's like, that's the price you pay for freedom, That's the price you pay for freedom. So this kind of thing is baked into our mentality as a nation. We just say to ourselves, like, yeah, you know what? We're going to prioritize freedom. And you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm putting this in quotes for whoever's listening. But we're going to prioritize what we think is freedom, and then, you know, and like sacrifice lives in order to like get that. On the other hand, though, there's a lot of freedom things that we like just willingly give up, like, you know, data freedom, like Facebook.
Look at that.
Great.
Exactly.
Yeah. Facebook, like Amazon,
TikTok,
all that stuff. TikTok, right? A lot of stuff just for convenience and entertainment. Like, no wonder like problems happen in this country. No wonder there's just this weird mindset. Like, I think ultimately I would actually recommend to people to like not consume a ton of news. You know, this is a weird suggestion, but like, and this may seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but the mentality of this nation is so weird right now. It's so messed up, where we care about all these like meta emotional games and everything, and we talk about all these weird abstract concepts as if they matter more than like the amount of people that are sort of like living.
It's just, you know, dude. It's
despicable. It's despicable.
It is. I agree. You know see, here's the thing. Here's the part that really, like, honestly, people going outside, it irks me, it annoys me, but I can't. Unfortunately,
I can't go to McDonald's anymore.
I roll my eyes, and I'm like, whatever. Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. You're gonna go outside. I can't stop you from doing that. But could you please wear a fucking mask?
Yeah, why does that become politicized?
Why? Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard?
Politicized? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Like,
we
as a country have like a fundamental problem of just like trying to politicize everything that we have. Like, we politicized like climate change. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
We politicized masks. We politicized the virus for a while. Do you remember that?
Oh, when they called it the... Didn't Trump call it like
this is just a
Kung
Chinese
flu?
hoax? Kung flu? Like all these things?
Yeah.
What's her problem? It's like you say 2 + 2 is 4, and it's like, I bet that's what you'd say. Oh yeah, you're a liberal, of course you'd say 2 + 2 is 4.
But dude, it's like, sense. Dude, the problem is you'll keep saying that it's why, like, when people go out to shop in groceries, you are going to put on a mask for a max 15 minutes. 15 fucking minutes. You could take the mask off in the car. It's not that hard. Motherfucker. And people
there are no jokes in this episode at all. I'm just realizing this.
It's just literally, it's just us venting, because I hate how stupid people are. It's not that hard. It really is not. It really isn't. Like, people are talking about they can't breathe in a fucking mask. Are you goddamn kidding me? Are you goddamn... No, that's a fucking lie. That's a goddamn lie. I've worn a mask. It's uncomfortable. It's not that great, but you can deal with it. It's not like water torture. You know, it's like we're waterboarding you or whatever.
Also, I've heard that, like, dying from coronavirus is uncomfortable. This is maybe just me positing this, but, like, wearing a mask might be uncomfortable. But I've also heard that, like dying kind of sucks, too. You know, that's the one joke you're going to hear. But, like... But I've heard that that's, like, also not that fun. I mean...
It doesn't make any sense.
This will be, like, a Darwinian test, you know? Like, in a very grim way. Maybe not.
Okay, but it's not... But the problem with the whole Darwin's...
because they're going to end up affecting people around them. That's the
problem. But here's the thing, though. Darwin's survival of the fittest theorem... It doesn't account for ignores the fact that some people just survive because they're fucking lucky. It's not always because the fittest survive. It's also because people are just so incredibly lucky, despite their complete and utter stupidity.
It's true. It's disappointing and it's true. My gosh.
If you're gonna go outside, just wear a goddamn mask. It's not that hard. It really isn't that. Why is it so hard?
Or be like me and don't go outside.
Okay, but here's the thing, though.
My life sucks right now.
Okay,
but you know who else's life sucks right now?
Like coronavirus.
Dead people.
Coronavirus.
People suffering from the virus. People going through all of this. So I'm gonna gladly say, all right, that's fine.
Okay,
also,
but people
I don't have much of a choice.
Okay, but a lot of people aren't as nice as you. If that makes any sense.
Thank
Most
you.
people are not as nice as you.
That's the only
Or
compliment
selfless
I've
as
ever
you.
gotten from you. Oh, do you not regret it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go fuck yourself. How about that? Go fuck
Okay,
yourself.
yeah,
How about that?
Fine. Yeah, I should have
You
expected it.
fucking... You are a waste of oxygen.
Okay, I got it.
I wish
I
you
got it.
died because of
Yeah.
the coronavirus.
All right, fine. Yeah, fine.
Oh, shit. Was it the right thing to say?
I just
Was it
accept
the...
it. No, it wasn't. Obviously not the right thing to say, idiot. People are actually dying from the thing.
I know. I'm a terrible person. I'm
Like,
sorry.
it's not even too soon. It's like before, but yeah. Fine.
It's so fucking soon. You can see. I don't know what I'm trying. I don't know how to finish that.
Well, you can see the
All I
graves
know
being dug. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, people just cancel me already, please.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think. I feel like there's a
I
way
was
to be
I was being
uncancelable.
I was being needlessly insensitive. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
That's how you are all the time. Don't act as if you have like a better version of you.
Yeah, I don't. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, but like, who cares?
Yeah. But
Well,
dude,
I
all
do.
I'm saying,
I cry
all
myself
I'm
to
saying.
sleep, but
Okay. Go fuck yourself. Shut the fuck up. Silence.
Silence.
All I'm saying is that a lot of people are as patient as you, and so my only thing is accounting for those people. Just at least wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard. It really, how long are you going to stay outside?
Here's the
Wearing
thing, right? There's a lot of ways actually. There's a lot of ways that you can like. Also, another thing I want to say: before the pandemic, this was not even a problem. It's not like so many people were outside all the time. Again, we were in like a delivery sort of utopia and everything. That's what we were going to. Like, we were going through anyway.
Uh-huh.
But here's my thing about all of this.
Yeah.
Even if you want to go outside, there are a lot of scientific guidelines and everything about like how you can do that safely. There's a lot of things that say like, just meet with like one other person or like be in groups less than 10. There's a lot of wiggle room out there. I think the 6 feet social distancing rule is actually kind of like generous. I feel like it probably has to be more like 10 feet or whatever, considering how viruses spread and everything.
Wait, generous? Don't you mean ungenerous?
Well, no, generous in the sense of like 6 feet allows you to be closer to other people, but like it means that you should be farther apart. Okay. But like, I don't know. I mean, just what you should avoid as behavior is, if you're carrying a gun outside, you're doing something wrong. If you are moaning about your rights and you're not in like a recognized movement, you're doing something wrong. If you are, like walking around with like a mask on your eyes, which is something that some people are doing just to be jerks.
God.
I mean,
I've seen people with that. Oh, that's hilarious.
If it wasn't going to kill like immunocompromised people, I would actually laugh a lot. But you're doing something wrong. But other than that, go nuts. Anyway.
The last thing that I'll say is that obviously we're both in school. We're both in college. So I'm just saying that the last thing that I'll say is that when you and I are both in college. So when we go back to school, it's gonna be hella fucking crazy because I don't know about you, but the head of my school just sent us an email saying that we couldn't invite people over, or like non-affiliate, like non-members of our school. We couldn't invite. We had to wear masks if we weren't in our rooms, and we couldn't be in groups more than 4. So I don't know, man. This coronavirus situation has made me real fucking anxious about my academic year, my upcoming academic year. But whoop de fucking do. Yeah, that's another episode of the Bunker 21 podcast, drive-through edition. We hope you guys are enjoying these podcasts as much as we are, especially the more shorter formats, especially with the more concise formats. And yeah, Have a great day, y'all. Peace.